Tell me about your work.
I'm going to fishing.
Tell me, when you talk about fishing, you seem so happy.
Yeah, very happy. I remember now, flashback to fishing. No, I like to fishing. I like to walk the sea. I like so much, yeah.
It makes you relax?
Yeah, I'm relaxed. It makes no flashback. Every time I think the flashback come, I can sleep, I can eat, I can smell. So if you feeling, leave. Flashback come anytime, you know. So must you make you crazy. I'm so much pain. I don't understand anything. I have a headache, I want to vomit. I'm innocent. Why is it bit like that? People do wrong.
Suleiman Abdullah is a citizen of Tanzania. He's a fisherman from Zanzibar. And he was captured and detained and interrogated in the CIA's torture program. He was innocent of any wrongdoing. He has had no dealings with Al-Qaeda, associations with Al-Qaeda. Their torture program destroyed him physically and destroyed him psychologically.
This is a story of professional opportunism, if there ever was one. Bruce Jessen and James Mitchell were two clinical psychologists who were responsible for originally creating, overseeing, and actually implementing the Bush administration's torture program as it existed in the CIA. Let's remember, here we are, 2001, after the World Trade Center, the United States is planning its global war on terror.
We will smoke them out of their holes, we will get them running, and we'll bring them to justice.
And from the highest levels of the administration, there is this idea that it's time to take the gloves off, that if we capture any of those operatives, we are going to do whatever's necessary to get them to talk.
From the very outset of the CIA's detention and interrogation program, the CIA were intent on using torture, coercion. Mitchell and Jessen provided them pseudoscientific veneer to the use of torture. They proposed a way of breaking down detainees. It was their belief, once you destroyed them psychologically, they would be compliant to the interrogator's demands for information. Their assessment formed the foundation of what became the CIA's torture program. And learned helplessness played a very important role there in their theory.
Learned helplessness is a concept developed by psychologist Martin Seligman to describe his experiments with dogs, where he would use certain electric shocks, certain terrible experiences, so severe, so continuous, and sometimes so arbitrary, that even without the electricity being implemented, even if the situation were safe, they had no capacity to assess that. They learned to be helpless.
For the first time, James Mitchell and Bruce Jessen were going to test that theory of learned helplessness on human beings. So this was human experimentation. It was their belief, once you destroyed them psychologically, they would be compliant to the interrogator's demands for information. And that's just junk science, because you speak to any psychologist, psychiatrist, or individuals that have dealt with survivors of torture, they'll tell you that if you torture somebody, they'll tell you anything that the interrogator wants them to hear.
Of all of the many prisoners who've been tortured, who I have interviewed, Suleiman's case was by far the worst.
Very, very bad as a prisoner. Cold, we say no, naked, so much music, high music, you can see. So darkness, really darkness, you can see any place, small room.
Suleiman was subjected to a range of different techniques. He talked about being subjected to water torture.
Plastic. So big plastic. The down, so cold. He was telling me to put me water. Put me water and beating the stomach.
Water was poured on his face. He was then rolled up in a plastic sheet.
Guy, he put me water. He was beating me so much. He told me, you see, man, but here rain not finish. That he told me, the rain not finish. After that, he took me to interview. The big light, he took me in the face. After that, he took me again to the water. Same question, come to again to water. So every day like this. He said, every day is a punishment here. Every day to me a problem for me, and better to die.
Their program resulted in pain and suffering for at least 119 men that we know of. They've been physically and psychologically destroyed in some circumstances.
Long day, long years,
The recovery process.
Yeah, but now a little bit I'm gonna better. Not like first. Maybe every day gonna go better.
This is a reggae-loving, very relaxed, very kind-hearted fisherman. This is Suleiman. He loves music. One of the things that he does, despite having been tortured with music, he's managed to turn that around. And one of the things that he does to relax himself is listen to music, in particular reggae.
I come to listen Bob Marley. It's making me, I forget the flashback. If you until now, in home, I like so much music, and forget about the prison. Now every day come better, every day come better.
Running goodbyes.